So LeBron James went on the record to say that Isaiah Thomas is not going to be the savior of the Cleveland Cavaliers. In my own humble opinion here, guys, I really don't understand how a guy like Isaiah Thomas, who I think is a great basketball player, especially for his height, what he did for the Boston Celtics last season, I don't really see how he is really going to help this Cleveland Cavaliers team improve at all in the areas that they need to improve in. So, you know, what does Isaiah Thomas do the most as a player? He scores. He averaged nearly 30 points per game last season on the Boston Celtics. Of course, he struggled with defense, which was kind of his collapse when it came to the NBA playoffs. But the Cleveland Cavaliers are currently 4th place in points. They are averaging 109.9 points per game. So scoring on this team is not an issue. I mean, LeBron James is scoring 28.9 points per game. You got Kevin Love putting up near 18 points. Derrick Rose putting up 14. Kyle Korver doing work out there. Jeff Green doing work out there. Dwayne Wade is like not really playing all that great, but he's still averaging about 9 points per game. I think that will probably improve going forward. It almost has to. Jay Crowder and J.R. Smith, those guys are both struggling with their shots right now, but that's going to get going. With that being said, this team is still 4th place behind Golden State, surprisingly the Brooklyn Nets, and also the Washington Wizards. Now, where this team does struggle is defense, guys. When it comes to defense, I'm actually going to pull it up here real quick. They are currently 28 in opponent points per game and 114 points given up. Isaiah Thomas is absolutely not going to help with that. What this team lacks is defense. And the reason for this is because this team is so damn old. Like LeBron James, I mean, he is a great defender, guys. It's LeBron James. He always puts up the defensive stats out there. But at the same time, you know, at the age of 32, going on 33, you kind of have to pick what you want LeBron James to be for your team. Do you want him to run the offense? Do you want him to be a facilitator out there, get rebounds, get points? Or do you want him to, you know, have to chase up and down the court the superstar of the other team game in and game out? Because pretty soon that is going to wear on the man. I don't care who it is, guys. LeBron James, of course, is coming off, what is it, 7 NBA Finals appearances? So it's like, at some point, LeBron James is going to start to wear down and is going to show in this team. I mean, Kevin Love, he's never really been an elite defender out there. He's averaging 0.5 blocks per game, so it's like he's not a guy that's going to be a rim protector. Tristan Thompson out there, it's like he's not even playing right now. He's out with injury. Derrick Rose, I mean, he's just slow, guys. Like Derrick Rose, he's not old. You know, he is 29, but the thing with Derrick Rose is due to so many injuries, he might as well be 39 or 49 or 59. It's like he's not going to keep up with athletic point guards out there, all the other athletic guards. Kyle Korver, not a defender. Jeff Green, not a defender. Dwayne Wade, Jay Crowder. That was actually his thing in Boston, and he was kind of a 3-and-D type of player, but just this team lacks defense, and it's just like they go into these games and they think, well, we're the Cleveland Cavaliers, we are going to win it. And Isaiah Thomas, I mean, yes, he's going to put up scoring numbers, but he's not going to help this team with defense. He's not going to help this team with rebounding. When it comes to rebounding, this team struggles too. I mean, Kevin Love is actually doing a great job on the boards, guys. He's averaging nearly 11 rebounds per game. LeBron James is at 7. Then after that, the next highest guy is Jay Crowder at 3.5. And of course, Tristan Thompson, like I said, is an injury, so I'm not really counting him. He's averaging 6 rebounds. Been kind of a disappointment on the board so far, although he hasn't really been starting a lot. So what I think needs to happen when this team does get Isaiah Thomas on their team, I think the coach really needs to have a reality check and be like, all right, man, what is the starting lineup for this team going to be? He's obviously going to need to start Isaiah Thomas, LeBron James, Kevin Love, that guard spot. What's going to be the best player to put alongside Isaiah Thomas? What they need to do is they need to build up that chemistry. I mean, LeBron James said himself, he's like, yo, this is the first time since his first year with Miami Heat that he's playing with a lot of new guys out there. And you really cannot build chemistry by keep on switching out the lineups. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like to use statistics and numbers and everything, like all the analytics out there. It's definitely a big thing in the NBA, but a lot of coaches are more old school where it's like, no, man, we're going to go by, you know, player skills and everything like that. But you really do need to look at the analytics to a point and just be like, all right, we got Isaiah Thomas out there. What does he do well at? He's a good scorer, not a great defensive player. So who's our best shooting guard that plays defense that we could put alongside Isaiah Thomas to help mask that? Isaiah Thomas, not a great rebounder, so we really got to make sure one of our better rebounding centers is in the game. And then at times, you know, you can put Derrick Rose in the game. I mean, I'm not saying he's like a great defender or anything. I already said he wasn't, but that's just a weakness of the team. You know, the backup point guard's not going to be good at defense either, but I think he'd probably be better than Isaiah Thomas just based off of height alone, although D Rose is only 6'3". It's not like he's a mammoth out there or nothing like that. But I don't know, man. It's like Kevin Love. He's an elite defender on this, he's an elite rebounder on this team. So at times with him, it's like, all right, we got him in the game to rebound. He's not gonna play defense, so we gotta make sure we have, you know, maybe run Kevin Love at the 5 and run Jay Crowder at the 4 or something like that, because his defense is going to help mask the lack of defense of Kevin Love, and that's just what Tyronn Lue is not doing, and I think LeBron James is getting fed up with that. Like, LeBron James is no doubt the coach of this team, man. Tyronn Lue, he's a player's coach, man. He's a guy that I'm sure everybody gets along with and everything, but he's just not really making some smart moves out there. He's not building chemistry, and I'm sorry, but when you have teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, once Kawhi Leonard comes back, that have that team chemistry, I'm gonna even say the Washington Wizards, guys. Washington Wizards, you know, their core of John Wall, Bradley Beal, and Otto Porter have been playing, and Marcin Gortat, and even Markieff Morris once he gets back from injury. They have been playing nicely together for a long time. So it's like the Cavaliers, their downfall is simply going to be chemistry. I know it's early in the NBA season, and I understand where LeBron James says that Isaiah Thomas is not going to be the savior of this team. I agree with that 100%. I think he can definitely be a good part of this team. He can bring this team another score, and maybe this is what Isaiah Thomas does for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Maybe he's a guy that puts up 20 to 30 points per game. I don't think it's going to be that high because he's no longer the man. He's a man on the team. He's no longer the man, though. I see him putting up maybe around 21 points per game. And what that is going to allow other players to do is they need to buy into the system. Like, okay, LeBron James, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Love, they are the main scorers on this team. The rest of the bitch-ass team out there, they need to buy into a defensive concept, and they're like, okay, I will take my shot when I'm open. I'm not going to look for my shot. I'm going to look for the spots out there, but I'm going to focus on locking down the other team's players. Because being 28, guys, 28 in defense is absolutely horrible for this type of team. A team that wants to contend, a team that needs to eventually beat a Western team, you know, a Western Conference team to win a championship. And the Western Conference, of course, is known for scoring. So it's like you're not going to outscore the Western Conference teams. You need to beat them with defense. You guys are 28th, 29, Phoenix Suns, 30th, Brooklyn Nets, who, like I said, is also leading the NBA in scoring, which is just absolutely crazy. Shout out to D-Lo, I suppose. But yeah, guys, I just want your guys' thoughts on that. What do you think about Isaiah Thomas coming back to this team? Do you really think he's going to even help this team out all that much anyway? Not that he's a bad player. It's just I don't think he's what this team exactly is looking for to get them out of the slump. In other news, guys, I do want to talk a bit about the announcement of the Chicago Bulls being hosts of the 2020 NBA All-Star Game. And I'm very happy to say that, man, just because they have not hosted an All-Star Game since, I believe, 1988. And that was actually when Michael Jordan won the MVP, so that was pretty cool right there. And he also won the Slam Dunk contest against Dominique Wilkins. Yeah, guys, way back in 1988. And by the time, you know, 2020 rolls around, what's that? Because this is going to be the 2018 All-Star, then it's going to be the 2019 All-Star, then it's going to be the 2020. You never know, guys. Maybe by then, Lauri Markkanen is really, you know, maybe he's really reaching his max potential. He's already playing great as a rookie, so it would be really cool if a guy like that did make an All-Star team. That's 3 seasons away, so if he's going to be there quite yet, not really sure. It's going to depend on the strength of the Eastern Conference forwards and also how Lauri Markkanen develops as an NBA player. But I just think it's really cool to really switch this up. I think a lot of teams, man, just because they're not really always the biggest market, of course, Chicago Bulls not being one of them, they're a huge market when it comes to basketball, but a lot of fan bases, they do not really get to be an experience of that All-Star game, and I think it would be a really cool thing to go to. I know personally myself, I live in Michigan, so I could definitely see myself going to the 2020 NBA All-Star Game. I've never been to one before. It's kind of on my bucket list, so that would be really cool to experience. So I just wanted to say, man, shout out to Chicago Nation for you guys getting to experience that. That's really cool and everything. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video, man. Wanted to drop some news on you guys. Wanted to give you guys my thoughts on some of the latest stories here in the NBA. If you guys want some more of these type of videos, be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.